What up, it's War Chief and welcome to Let's Learn Thursdays, and today we are going to talk about the pitch bend and ways to use it. So let's get started. Alright, pitch bend. We're going to talk about the pitch bend today. If you don't know what the pitch bend is, you're going to find out today. I'm going to give you a couple different examples on how to use the pitch bend and what you can do with it, and you can take it from there. Just do whatever you want with the pitch bend. Alright, first I'm going to play like a little riff and use the pitch bend. I'm going to use the micro key. I have a micro key, and I'm going to be playing my Akai MPK and using the pitch wheel on my micro key. So let's get started. So you could hear it, like you could hear the bending and everything. If you double click on what you recorded and you can see the notes that I played, you press this little E down here in the left corner and you can see the automation of the pitch bend right there. And let's delete this part right here. Let's actually delete this little center part. And it'll show you that it's not going to have that vibey sound. So let's play it again. Sounds pretty good. Alright. And if you don't want to play it in, you can actually just pretty much click it in. It's like delete all this. You can click here, move this, press command when it's all blue, and not command, it's option, and then we can get some effects right here. Do like different ones. And then we'll put this right there. And then we'll see what that sounds like. So let's press. Alright, so you can type it in. You don't have to play it in. You can like make a really badass like solo in one of your tracks and then add like the bends for flair, the pitch bends. And I forgot to tell you this, but the E is to get to the pitch bend, but right here, when you click this, there's other things you can control. You can control the volume, the breathe, the modulation, all that stuff, the pan, but you want it to be on pitch bend for you to pretty much just mess with it. That's one way to do it. Let's go to the second way. Second way is this little, I have a F sharp note, and I'm using Massive, the synth Massive from Native Instruments, and it's just, well, I'll play it for you. You can tell it's not really doing anything, it's not pitching or anything. If we go to the E, make sure your pitch bend is selected, and then we'll type in right here. Go all the way up so you can hear it. So it's kind of like a riser. So you can pretty much just turn synths, normal synths, into risers. And if you want to like make it more like crazy, this pitch bend right here on the first tab, it actually starts at, the up is 2 and the down is -2. This is what it normally would sound like. It gives you a little bit of bend, but if you go into Massive, and you can do this with anything. Let's go to a different synth. That's low, but we can pitch bend that. Put the up all the way up and the down all the way down, and let's listen. And it's a riser. There you go. Easy way to make risers right there is that pitch bend and massive. And I feel like you can do this in other VSTs. You can do it probably in Serum or Dune, other ones, Silent, stuff like that. Okay, for the last one, I have a simple arpeggiated audio clip sample, and I'll let you listen to it. Nothing too fancy. I myself do not know how to pitch bend audio by itself. So if you know how, please let me know. That would be great. That would help me out a lot. So this is the way I do it. What I do is I click on the audio and go to slice to new MIDI, or actually that's not what it's called. It's called slice to new MIDI track. Okay, and then 1/8. I usually do 1/8 notes, and press OK, and it'll bring down your MIDI right here. Double click on the MIDI, get your pitch bend open, and you just draw in your pitch bend, and we'll just go all the way up, and we'll solo this so you can hear it. And you can tell it's bending right there. You can do that with a bunch of different samples. And then if you don't want to keep that it chopped up in 1/8, you can actually convert it back to audio by right-clicking, press freeze track, right-click again, and flatten. It'll bounce it down to audio. But the only downside is it turns down the volume. So what I usually do is I zoom in and see how big the waveforms are, and I will turn up the audio right here. This might be like 8 decibels. Yeah, that's pretty close. See, it's pretty much the same. It probably could be 9 decibels. Yep. And there you go. And then you just drag it up, and it'll keep that pitch bend. And it's that easy, but I know people might get confused with it. So that's it. So see ya. Thanks for watching the video, and if you have any questions about the pitch bend, just leave a comment and tell me how you use the pitch bend, or if you use the pitch bend, or if you didn't know what the pitch bend was. Yeah, I feel like it's an important tool in my songwriting. I use it quite a bit for like risers, and in my drops I use it too. So thank you. Like it if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks. See you later. I forgot. And the best way to learn is together. Thanks. See ya.